It has been 3 days, and we've already seen 3 hotfix updates to the Maxwell Rework, everyone. And that has got to be a new record, am I right? And with our dumb fun out of the way, it's time to get back to business. Duelist business. This third list of tweaks is the most important one yet, too, as it changes literally everything about our puppet dudes and then some. So let's discuss. And we'll start from the top. Shadow duelists are actually weaker than they've ever been at their base. They now only deal 20 damage per hit, with their new lunge attack upping that to 30 damage per. But start tossing on some shadow gear and things get interesting. A Dark Sword in hand is going to add 10 points of base damage to all Shadow Duelists, meaning their new damage range is going to be 30 to 45. The very same can be said of Maxwell's new Magician hat as well, mind, but don some Knight armor along the way for one of the biggest increases yet, as minions will then start to deal 40 to 60 damage at the end of the day. And yes, it will all stack to eventually lead to our duelists dealing 60 to 90 damage, which is surprisingly stronger than they've ever been. In short, wear all 3 at all times. And I have to imagine that if they open the door, they're going to be adding more shadow gear to the list. But here's the thing, folks. Gear isn't the only deciding factor in how well our guys will be doing from here on out. Now, when proximity is going to play a huge role in both their overall damage and the DPS of the whole shebang. For you see, if we ourselves step about 2 pitchfork tiles away from our shadow duelists, their damage will default to 20 overall, even if we ourselves are fully decked out in everything we just talked about. It's not as aggressive as it might sound or look like here, but it does mean that we can't always just spam them and then forget them, if you know what I mean. Especially when, apparently, our own participation in these fights is also going to impact how fast Shadow Duelists attack. Personally though, I didn't see that much of a difference, maybe a second and a half here and there. However, that could just be the fact that duelists are still highly capable of shredding things when fully leveled up now, even without us throwing a punch or two. The mechanic matters and is definitely in play, sure, but their overall strength now is kind of hiding that a bit. With these last 2 tweaks, however, I don't think anything can argue against them. It's simple. When Shadow Duelists get hit and fade, or when they themselves fade out of existence when doing their dash attack, whatever they are fighting will try its best to immediately re-aggro onto and attack you. Best seen here with an area of effect style boss, I feel. But not only will something like that throw a wrench into certain fights now, mostly due to the slow summoning speed needed to actually get more guys into the fight, honestly, Clay has also changed the damage absorption of duelists overall. Now you won't really see it here, as they can still take roughly 5 hits from most AoE bosses and mobs, but against single target attackers, the duelist will essentially quote-unquote lose uses over time, if not regularly hit, if you catch my drift. So make notes. And there you have it, everyone. Yet another update to the update, all about Shadow Duelists once again. That said, Shadow Servants are also still receiving some love along the way, as you can see, so be sure to check out all the little things there too. Honestly, folks, I'm thinking it's best to hold our judgments, as the way this rework is going, I'm expecting another hotfix to come along and change all of this again. But if it stands, I think we finally got something here. Nuance. Nuance is important. But thanks for watching, well wishes to all, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.